Back to Abra Knowledge channel. Today's topic is Power BI desktop. So this is desktop version. I'm going to give basic things. How does Power BI works? And in future, I will be making different parts to go in detail about Power BI. So part one is more of the basic thing, and still you will be able to get the conceptual and how does it work and all that. Let's learn how it works. So this is the Power BI. If you have that, you can open it up the Power BI. All I'm just doing it, I just fetch the file. So you can import from Excel, you can import from server, SQL server, or you can copy paste the blank template or try a sample database. So you can also get from another source also as well. For example, if you have some data in another source, Tableau and all that, you can still fetch it. So let me show you. Okay, once the data is loaded, it will appear in the field pan. There is something called field pan. I will talk about that. So you can fetch from many things. You can fetch from SharePoint, PDF, folder, Excel, CSV, and query, and all the server, Oracle server, SAP, and Azure server, and Dynamics, Microsoft Exchange Online, and Google Analytics, and everything. You can fetch the data very easily. Any analysis is pretty much very simple. Okay, let's go ahead and fetch one file. So I have one file in the desktop which I'm gonna pull out. So Power BI is the file which I'm gonna pull out. What is happening here? The all the value it will get in the tabulated form, and if the data will get ready. So it is reconfirming it. For example, Power BI, XLS, and then you have one tab I had. So it says metric. So I am just gonna give. This is the data I have. So I'm gonna load this. Okay, the data has started to load. So give me a few minutes. It will get loaded and apply changes. So whatever the keep loading it. Yeah, so now the data is loaded. How you can confirm? You can go back to table and double check whether the data is loaded or not, right? So you can double check here. So I have a field called year. So 2019, 2020, 2021. I have a month followed by sales order and followed by COPQ I have given. Like I have given 2% and that is being converted to 0.02 automatically, and defects 4 and defectives 2 and so on. So this is the one metric I have. So I wanted to make a report. So how to do? So there are two things are there. One is called model. So this is a model. So it will suggest a few things, and what are the metrics, COPQ, defective, and all that. It's a model, and you can also go through via graph also as well. Let's say I want donut charts. Yeah, so just click on donuts. Okay, it comes here. So select a drag field to populate the visual. So for example, so this is the one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select the values to it. How to do? So you just click here, and let's say I wanted to have x-axis month. So month wise, just select here, and in the month wise, so what are the things I want? Let's say I want sales order, right? So it has come very beautifully. You can see here. So in this month, it has come in percentage, of course, 10.73, 9.83, and 9.35, and all that. So it is faster than Excel, obviously. The fact is, even if I change the data in the source, it will come and refresh it. So that's one great quality. Let's say I wanted to, you can do slice and dice with many things. For example, let's say you wanted to find out defects. So this is the defect rate, and you wanted to find out defectives. This is the defectives. Yeah, so this is the defective, and you wanted to find out cost of poor quality, and here we go, the cost of poor quality one. And you wanted to, these are all the things we can do. Let's say you want some other chart, right? Some other appealing chart you want. Let's say you want funnel chart, maybe. So you can just click here. So it is given here in the April. It is most one here 0.06, and then in Feb also same contribution, Jan and all that, and then it is the width is 33%, and then you have all this spread of data. The same thing you wanted to find out scatter diagram, scatter chart. Still the scatter is possible with this one, right? So let's see, this is the scatter. So and you wanted to find any other thing. Let's say you wanted to add the slicer, you can still do that, right? So for example, you wanted to find out only April month, right? So April and July month, okay? So still you will be able to do that. And let's say there are many things are there. For example, let's say one of my favorite is donut chart. You can also tree map chart also you can draw. So for example, let's say this is the one tree map chart. So August we had a smaller issues, and compared to other things, April, Feb, Jan contributed the same significant amount of error and all that. Let's say let's deal the same thing again. I'm just going back and find out the sales order. So you can just select this sales order, and sales order is also saved. So let's say we want key influencer. This is also wonderful chart. Yeah. So it is suggesting for some other data, and it is running the analysis. Okay, so there is no much uh, there is no much dynamics are there. So let's find out any other charts. If you have ribbon chart is there. So this is the ribbon chart, like bar chart, right? So if you have add more and more, it will be even more good. Okay, even more. I have added this one. Let's say I have added COPQ also as well, right? Another one I have added defects also as well. So right, so all these is getting populated, so it is giving different colors, right? So this is so beautiful actually. And also you can do a lot of condition. Let's say you wanted to condition that you show only COPQ is 2% and above, and so on. So this all these you can do a filtration. You can do endless filtration, you can do, right? So and then what you can do, you can save this one, you can fetch back, and this is normal save. So you can just save this file. If you wanted to send it, let's say I just go to download again, and just okay, I'll just go to download, and let's say Power BI training, something like that. Okay, you can just save. So and you can say send it across this one to the same, like how do you store the same thing, but actually here we can have a great connection. So any time tomorrow I wanted to just append the values for the month of May, I can just key in the data, automatically it will get populated. Like this you can do. Remember that how we started, we just pull the data, loaded the data, check for the sanity. This is what we check. Okay, all the data has been populated. We checked up to 2021 April data is there, all populated, all the fields were there. It is also suggesting the fields also as well. Like in here, some issue we can do. You can click here. You can also change a bit also as well. For example, let's say you can delete this model. You don't want to have this column. You can delete it and all that. And you can also create the groups and all that. I mean, different new columns. If you wanted to create, you can create. You can create the formula and all that. We are going to see in the upcoming class. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will end this training by saying that Power BI is the amazing tool, and all we have to do is see. It also has come very nicely, like the month-wise distributions and all that. Let's say you want only the text one, you can get it. Only want the meter chart, you can get it. That meter chart I want, like say defective, I want to find out the meter chart with respect to month. Still we will be able to do that. So sales order I will remove it, and what I want is meter chart month versus defects, right? And let's say month versus defective, okay, and month versus cost of poor quality, right? So all these you can very well do that, right? So it is very interesting one, and you can see the cumulative values also as well, how much cost of poor quality that is put together. It is again, you can this is submissive, and you wanted to change this one. Let's say you wanted to add a filter. Let's say in the add a visual filter you want to add, you can do that. So you can say that what filter you want, cost of poor quality, right? In the cost of poor quality, you want, let's say you want only, let's say equal to, uh, are equal to, and 2021, right? 2021. So that's okay. So now that is been applied. So it is giving only for 2021 data, right? So like this, you can apply multiple things at the same time. And see, this is, I think slightly late. So it has come the data. So the data has arrived. So like this, you can do anything. So it is very, very interesting and my favorite. And I will be making more videos on the topic called Power BI. And more importantly, what we saw today is a basic one. And more, we will be exploring it. Thank you very much. You have wonderful day ahead.